Hari Om. Today being 29th July, I offer my Shraddhanjali to late S.N. Kabishatpati, my loving father and the founder secretary of Chinmaya Vidyalaya. We remember him mostly as a karma yogi. He happened to be a karma yogi who dedicated himself all throughout his life to do some karmas for others, for the society, and that is how we remember him. Now, today's thought can be how we can follow the path shown by him and at least try to be a karma yogi. So let us discuss one verse from the Bhagavad Gita, chapter 3, verse number 5. Nahi kaschit kshyanamapi jatu tishtatya karma krita karyate yavasha karma sharva prakriti jair gunaihi. Lord Krishna says to Arjuna, no one in this universe can ever remain really actionless. Sometimes we think that no, we don't do any action, or an old person in my house, he's not doing anything. But actually, we are all wrong. Nobody in this world can remain nahi kase kshanamapi, not even for a kshana also, one can remain without action. For everyone is helplessly driven to action by the gunas born out of the prakriti. Jatu tishtatya karma krito karyate yavasha karma sharva prakriti jair gunaihi. So everyone is driven to do action by the gunas born of prakriti. So prakriti or nature is constituted of three gunas, sattva, raja and tamas. So karma is inherent in prakriti. Therefore, we are all helplessly bound by karma. We cannot remain without karma. Like sleeping, eating, breathing, our heart is beating. These we don't do. These things happen. But these are also karma which happens in our body. That's why we are living. So nothing but karma. So from the atom to the universe, all are engaged in activities in this universe. It is impossible to remain without karma. Like as in a huge forest, it seems initially when you enter everywhere calm, quiet and as if nothing, no action is going on. But then if we enter, we find birds chirping and different sounds are coming and action is going on. The river flows, the wind blows, and it is the tendency of the nature or prakriti to act continuously. It never stays actionless. Similarly, as because our body is constructed by nature or the prakriti, these five elements of nature, so hence it cannot remain without action. So prakriti is nothing but three gunas. This rajas is movement and tamas is inertia and sattvic or sattva guna that maintains harmony between movement and inertia. So as is our guna, if it is tamas, our action will be tamasic. If it is rajas, action will be rajasic. If it is sattva, our action will be sattvic. So this is a larger topic. Afterwards that we will see, we will discuss. So now let us do, as we understood, without karma we can't stay for even a minute. Now what kind of karma then should we do? Karma yoga, or we are telling that we want also to be a karma yogi. So then how to become a karma yogi? What is the path of karma? If we follow the path of karma, we can become a karma yogi. So now path of karma is one of the most popular paths generally followed by Hindus. This path is unique and very, very different. Path of karma is particularly suited to those people who are principle oriented. Some people are there fate oriented, principle oriented, God oriented. So this path is suitable for the people principle oriented. And these principle oriented people see the God in the living things, in living beings, in human beings. For them, the living beings are only living God. They see God in this living prani or human beings. They believe in seeing God or Paramatma in Atma. So they see God in larger humanity. See and serve God in humanity. This is said by Vivekananda. What a wonderful thought. So karma marga is suitable for these kind of people who see God and believe God to be in this entire universe. Paramatma they see in Atma. So such kind of people, Lord Krishna has told, what is karma marga? The first principle he says that be active, don't be passive. Do something. Do some karma. Let it be wrong, let it be right, but start doing. Do not be passive. And the second thing is said, now act. As you have learned to do action or to act, but act selflessly. We do karma for our own self, mostly for my family, for my business. It is egocentric, me centered. Okay, so we emphasize, but now shift your emphasis slowly from self centered action to expand yourself and serve. That is karma marga. This is really a karma yogi adopts actually. Look yourself, your interest, work for your family, earn, do. Do not stop it. No one is telling to stop that, but then expand slowly. Show your circle, your paridhi, slowly it should be expanded. So grow in your stature and take more and more people, accommodate more and more people slowly as it is possible. Stop slowly living only for yourself and live for others. It is selfless activity. You work for others, then what will happen? Your that solid ego, slowly that ego is breaking and melting down. That which blocks you, slowly that is going to be shattered. The ego totally washed away, and as your focus is shifting from me to a larger circle or to others, then you see yourself in others. That's why you have started working for others. And this is spiritualism. Spiritualism is not only just to do, that is our religion, but actual spiritualism begins here when we see that me in others and we expand ourselves, we grow ourselves, and I am not just me, and I see myself in others, and I am carried away with the love for others. And it is spirituality when we expand and we love, we work for others. That is karma yoga. That is the path of karma. And if it is said that the bhakti for the Lord, we call the Lord and bhakti. If this bhakti is molded with such kind of karma, this expansion of the karma, then this is actually spiritualism. Nothing is better than this. So let us follow our head sir, who had been a karma yogi, and that his action is seen actually. He followed the path of Pujya Gurudev. When he got Gurudev's philosophy of education, then it was like a magic wand for him, and he became so ecstatic that he started serving the society, which was his passion, education. And he did that, took Gurudev's philosophy and started working. So we are all working for Gurudev. Let us take the philosophy, the Karma Yoga Marga of Sir, and little bit inspiration to expand ourselves, to grow in spirituality. That will be the best thought of today. So once more I offer my Shraddhanjali to Sir. Hari Om and thank you.